Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the boys on Monday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
Second down, back to Fournette. Bulldozes past him. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A draw play. Bernard. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Brady going to go on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Holding, offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 16, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Dancing to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. White now to return. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, so Jake Camardo is out there. His own territory, coughs up the football, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd down, Elliott. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Eluding the pressure.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Fournette. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
Succop's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 8-0. 57 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well.
Here's Dak.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Let's go right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.